Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Curry has left daycare and joined us back here once again. Game number 4 now coming onto the way. Domination on Sovereign between Avant and the Immunity squad. Immunity are up 2-1 here on the scoreline. And, you know, coming to a domination of Sovereign, Curry, I'm sort of feeling Immunity might be able to lock this one out 3-1.
You kicked me when I was down. Just can't believe you do that to me, Bayer. But you did say Immunity. You couldn't. You saw the opening. I understand. But no, Immunity, they are up in the series. Avant on their last legs to speak, and Domination Sovereign will be the map. Last time we saw Immunity versus Avant on Domination, it's fairly one-sided, and Immunity were able to take it out. So if that's going to be any real recap of what this one could potentially be, you'd have to give it in favour of the Immunity squad.
Of course, coming to this one, I just want to quickly rotate through the players as well as we always do. Kick things off. Shock's actually running an R5 and Buzzin running a Vector. Buzzin's changed his game style so much, and I think it needed to be done. You know, a lot of players and a lot of teams were sort of understanding, because Immunity have been together so long, they sort of had a good understanding on what each role players had in the team, and just by changing up a little bit, not by much, but a little bit, it may catch a few of these other teams off guard. And we saw it before, Buzzin getting caps on Blitz. You know, that doesn't happen. It really doesn't, but it did. And he got 3 downs for the guys really helping push it on cross. As we'll see right now with the Avant guys, sort of keep things up with them because they are down here at the moment. Just want to see what they're going to be trying to do. Obviously, pick up their home flag. Anyone pushing for that deep rotation already? Looks like Hopi might be thinking about it.
Let's watch Hopi then. Oh, no, Hopi's dead. We'll watch him fresh off the respawn, see what he's up to as Macca in the meantime is capturing, and Hopi respawns. I like the respawn there, close to the B flag, because Macca did just capture it. Comes around the corner, finds 2 players, Buzzo naked. They're going to drop and chucks a grenade onto B. Gets a hit mark. He's going to give the call out to his team that they're straight onto B, and he is just absolutely mapping players. Avant starting off so strong. Hopi on a bit of a tear right now as they have full control of this B flag and force Immunity into the back of the spawns.
You see Hopi trying to push on down the bottom. They can't do much. Volside having a very bad start here as well. 0-3. What we saw last game in that Blitz, you know, he played a much better game that time around. They did hold that B flag for a while here. They're trying to do so, but Fighter and Buzzin just picking him off with these respawns, keeping him away, and they can't do much. The B flag is taken out by Immunity now, as Immunity will have that 1 flag advantage. Of course, their home flag and the B flag now. It's going to be up to Avant to try and sneak around and perhaps pick up that opposition's home flag. From the Immunity side of things, Fire was trying to push it up and stay alive in that gun, but I can't do much about it. Shocks is here to try and help out and redeem his teammate's death. He does so nicely on both sides. There's a 2-piece on Kui as well.
Let's show Immunity some love. I like what Shocks is up to here on the B flag. 4-point streak 5, make that 6 actually, just racking them on in. Nice little Vector class he's got going on there. And interesting, no, he's not using grip, but he seems to be doing enough work with it as of right now. But Buzzo just broke double digits by, we're not even 2 minutes into this game. I'm not even sure. You did mention it at the start. You don't even know what's gotten into Buzzo because he's just changed everything up. And he's just got the rest of his team on their back as now the guys from Avant, they're trying to jump on this B flag. They will do so, uncontested. That's going to be a great little rotation by them as they regain control of that middle map.
Fighter with the Samtex right down to find Hopi, who poked out and peeked a bit too much there down that B side of things. Fighter did defend well on the A side. They were trying to keep the enemy team off that. Allowing his teammates to try and push up here at B as well. Sees the player down and around him, gets the kill there. 6-4 right now for Fighter with 2 caps to his name. Looking to make it 3, and there's the assist suicide by Macca with the Samtex. He's gone down, glowing red. That's one of the things you see a fair bit during a map like the Sovereign, because there's such high points to fall down to. Say Crow's Nest at B there, and then top of those servers down towards the A side of things. You know, I've seen 2 assisted suicide within a minute just there a moment ago. While Avant and Immunity both fight a lot over here at this B flag. It just keeps going back and forth as the first quarter now gone, and Avant hold it down.
Now watching Kui, he was able to defend the B flag against all the players of Immunity. Kept Avant's hopes alive for that B flag. Going to be neutralized there. Immunity now will jump on it naked. The captain, or the visible captain to say so, as we talked about that earlier on. He's going to be able to capture this B flag. But a player from Avant, being sneaky as always, managed to rotate all the way over to A and capture it. So Immunity, they're basically in a bit of a split here. They don't have a home flag, but they do have B, as Avant still was the lead. Relatively close game here, Bio.
You see right now, Immunity are pushing up onto this C flag now, trying to pick up the home flag and trying to get back into it, of course. But a great work here by Avant to have this lead for a little while now. It's not by much, 10 points, you know, but it's still a lead nonetheless. And a nice rotation at the same time. They lose their home flag, they pick up the opposition's home flag leaving Immunity in with the one flag. Buzzin knifing the air right there. Volsider coming out very aggressive. And Volsider picked up his game a bit here as well. You know, he was off to a bit of a bad start there at the first minute or so. Now 9-11. While he's -2, he still has 2 caps to his name. Maka, however, on the other side of things, needs to pick up a bit more. He does have 4 caps, so I will give him credit and much credit for that as well. But 4 and 10, the domination, I'd like to see him a bit closer to the positive marks in that regard.
Definitely would expect that. Normally Mac is that main Slayer role. That's what he brought to Avant when he joined. He's just not doing that right now, and it's starting to really affect them. They still do have the lead though, but Mac, if they really want to get a substantial lead, he's going to have to lift his game. Hopi though doing a lot of work with the combo of Kui and Vilesider. Let's actually watch Vile as he's now over on the B flag. There are a few Immunity players going to challenge him. One did get him out from behind as Immunity jumping straight onto B. They're going to be able to capture this one unless a big play comes out of Hopi, which doesn't happen as it's going to be a double combination for Immunity. They lock down B for the final 30 seconds. They will slowly try to close this gap as quick as they can, but the clock will be their enemy. It's not going to be too big of a lead though for Avant though. Fire.
Yeah, but it's still great to see Avant really stiffening their game up in after that blitz that happened. You know, they stepped up in their S&D as well, and I really wanted to see a close game. These guys have, like, if they've kept it within that, you know, I would have thought maybe Immunity would have pushed it away a bit here, but most of the squad there from Avant really stepping the game up when it needed to be done, especially after the KDs we saw in that blitz game before as well. So a great work there by these guys. 92-69, that scoreline just there, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, it's not a bad lead, 23 points, but it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen coming to this next half. If Avant can keep that going though, it'll be easily for these guys to take out this domination on Sovereign, and it'll push them to a game number 5, which they could win because they did win the S&D on Warhawk.
Quite easy for them to do so, and it's a healthy lead. It's definitely something which they can bank on. It's great to have it in the back pocket, but Immunity, one of those teams which when they hit the ground running straight off a round, they can just catch teams up by surprise, and that's what they didn't do for Avant. Maybe you could say Avant got a little lucky, or they had great structure because they shut down Immunity in the early game, and it just worked out so well for them in the long run. But off the break, in the first 20 seconds or so, I'm willing to say, yeah, was that first 20 seconds, whether or not Immunity are going to get back into this one or Avant are going to be able to hold them off.
From Avant's point of view, I wouldn't mind seeing a rotation straight to the home flag on the opposition. Just the simple fact that they send like one guy just to defend B, not to cap B, just defend it, and just try and keep players off that area, while you send another player just into that home flag area just to try and keep these guys away, and then you obviously go for the B flag or even neutralise the C flag and go all the way forward if you can. But I wouldn't mind seeing that from Avant. You know, I sort of had the feeling that maybe, I think it may have been Mako was sort of, or Hopi, sorry, was sort of feeling maybe he should do that last time, but he didn't. He just stepped back inside a control room and defended B a bit more often. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing someone just push straight through Snake, straight across into bottom C, and just try and cap it straight off the bat.
That's what, I hope he actually did that off the start. Didn't he? Yeah, he did. He went for it, but he went for B.
Control.
He went for B. Oh, I think you might be thinking about someone else. I remember Hopi went straight underground and for the B flag. And it worked out quite well for him. Or that might have been midway through the game. I just remember Hopi going underground. We'll go with midway then. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I just know because we jumped on board with him and then he died straight away and you made a comment about that, that's all.
Oh. Well, trust in Curry. That's the deal. But no, they do like to focus on that underground section of the map more than the guys over at Immunity. But who do you want to watch off the break?
You know, like I said, I wanted to see Avant go off the break quickly here, but at the same time, I sort of have the feeling Immunity might be feeling the same sort of style.
Yeah.
So Fighter or Shocks? I'm more feeling Shocks off the bat here. See what he's going to do.
All right, then Shocks it is. Running that vector like he did in the first half, and let's see what he goes for. It looks like he's heading up towards top operations. Already on the blue catwalk. It looks like he's been that aggressive play he loves to beat. He drops down, and it seems like the guys from want to try and get on this B flag as quick as they can, but Avant, they've already beat them to the chase.
As you'll see there, the 2 Immunity players come on through. Naked's 2-piece there, really helping him out. Koo picks up 1, though. Immunity should be able to grab that flag if Naked stays alive. He does so. And the flag now in the hands of Immunity here, quick off the bat within the first 20 seconds is what you wanted to see. 2 players there to meet Naked. Naked only takes down 1 in the process, though. It was going to be Mako, however, hoping to change that top of the exchange. They're losing B, though. Stun comes across, hits down hard. There on, may have been buzzing at the time. Naked now the only one left here to challenge here at B. Kicks up Volsider, looking around, halfway done on the flag. Can he solo cap this ball? Being the only one up there for a moment. Looks to be the case, and he will do so. Nice, but there by Naked.
Great job by Naked. Wouldn't have expected him to be able to solo cap it, but Hopi was a triple onto the guys from Immunity. Vile picks up the last one. That is a 4 down. Avant, they're going to capitalize. Jump on B. Macca's got the trophy, so they will capture that B flag. Wow, Hopi goes big when it's needed for his team, and they answer back so well. Avant, they're bringing over that dominance, which they had in the first half, and they're closing that gap. Only 2 points separating these two teams at the beginning of this second half.
As the score becomes 21-20 and diminishes down at the time being right now, you know, while the Avant squad did have that lead, 23 points at the end of the first half. You know, they're not looking that strong here at the moment with Immunity, of course, with that 2 flag advantage. Both the home flags. Avant have to make a choice on what home flag they want to try and go for here. Mac is sneaking around the back, tries to get the kill, can't do it though, only the tags will happen. And now he's hunting down for that player who's pushing in mid. There's the shots coming out there on Fighter. Taking him down. They are losing B, however, as they try and pick up C at the same time. There's a shot there from Shocks to take out Macca as he tries to challenge there. Falls down to his death at the same time. As now Immunity are losing B straight away, but then they retry and take it. It's back and forth here at B.
B flag is just going to be the hot spot. And right now, these two teams, just such a close one. Now, if you're in the situation that Immunity are in, Bio, what do they have to do?
Immunity, of course, are down overall at the moment. They are coming back in the second half, but they're still down. They just want to keep Avant guessing on what flag they're going to be going for. And, you know, if they keep going for those home flags, say neutralise the C flag and then cap B, that'll work out for them. But they just need to do that. Their gun battles, they're winning more often than not. You know, you see most of that side of things being in Immunity's favour, but it's just the fact they aren't holding down the flags once they cap them down. And that's what's costing them here. They had a bit of a lead happening for them, but right now it's really being a sort of a bad thing of sorts for Immunity, as they are only up by 7 points here in the second half. It was 23 points overall as the scoreline, so 16 points Avant had that lead.
Big lead, and it's just helping them out quite well. And I'll just get back into this one just quickly, DC, but Bio, who's been that main... Well, you know what, it's pretty obvious, Hopi. When he got that triple on the B flag, that set up his team so nicely, and then you saw Carl pick up the last one.
Hopi's the only one currently going positive in overall for that, and he's the only one in double figures. He's 16-7 right now with 2 caps to his name, and the rest of them, they're struggling in that regard. But at the same time, you know, they still have that bit of a lead, but it's not much. 15 points now, Immunity's favour away here. Immunity are creeping away bit by bit as they try and pick up another flag in the middle part. Fighter on that B flag as they try and come back around. Oh, there's some shots coming out. Nice defensive work there as you rejoin us back into the game. 4 players down now from the Avant squad. This is Immunity's chance to really hammer down and hold these 2 flags for the remaining time. They're still very much alive in this. Avant need to get a second flag back.
Dip away for just 2 seconds and they lose control of the middle of the map. Avant need to make them pay. Hopi still doing a lot of work, needs to get control of this B flag, but Fighter, he's got other plans there. Kui's overextended all the way over the A, Bio. If he can at least neutralize this, it could be a big play out of his book. He does do so. That's going to force Immunity to rotate one back to the home flag, but when they get a 4 down on Avant, not much they could do. That's a little unfortunate on their behalf. And this could be a bit of a catastrophe for Avant. Bio was 45 seconds left. That lead which they had from the first half, it's diminishing.
Oh, it is indeed. It's pretty much almost all the way gone there. It's going to be a 22-point game. Oh, sorry, let's say that. Let's quickly do my math again. You're going to have 21, 22, 23-point game. So it's tied up right now at even Stevens. That B play is being lost, though. If he does, can't do it. They do capture it for a moment, but three-piece keeps Immunity alive right now. 11 score streak. 1 ball in the chamber. Specialist bonus engaged as the players keep challenging the Fighter.
He's done it.
Handily won that for him.
He's done it. I can't believe it. Fighter has just won Team Immunity this domination on Sovereign. He picked up an incredible triple there, Bio. He was still going off in the final few seconds. 64-92 will be the final score. I'll let you do the quick maths, but it's safe to say Shocks just won his team this domination. Team Immunity going to be advancing into the grand final of the ACL 2K. Bio, what a way to finish it off there.
Yeah, it was a great work there indeed. You know, Fighter really, as I said, really changing it up and pretty much winning it there. You know, it was a tie game, but Avant had actually picked up that flag once again. They did pick up that B flag back. So if Fighter had lost just then, Avant would have been able to creep away because it was right on point right there towards the end. It would have been very close. Maybe Immunity still could have won. Who knows? It would have been very close. So it was a 32-point lead overall there for Immunity at the end. So, you know, it's a very close game. So overall, it was, what was that, a 7, 8, 9-point game that Immunity ended up winning by. So 9 points in about, I feel it was about 20 seconds or so left when Fighter pulled off that triple. So it would have been very close. I may have been maybe a smidge out of reach there for Avant, but, really helped them out. And it just sealed it for immunity in that regard after that nice little play there by Fighter. So that, of course, will be a highlight for any player who wanted to watch that over and over again. A few players were asking, will there be rebroadcasts, stuff like that? There will be, obviously, here at mlg.tv/ACL. The rebroadcast can go live. Maybe there'll be some YouTube videos done. Not too sure. We'll find out that later on. But that's going to be it from that matchup. It's going to be immunity 3-1 with the Avant squad there. I'm just going to quickly refresh the names. We know who they're going to be playing at. Just have a look here. Got to wait for the bracket. It does take a bit of a while on games battles for some reason. Very slow. It's like got games for those that remember that.
I'm just having a few internet issues. I'll just quickly reset it there, but seems like quick little update. The rebroadcast will be on the ACL YouTube. Bang.
There you go. So ACL Pro video that'll be located on, and I'm sure that ACL Beware on that production side of things will probably break that up as well into series for you, or maps per game. As we quickly look here, it is going to be Trident and Mega still going head to head. I think I'm not sure. I'm looking to try and get an update for that one, you guys, ladies and gentlemen. But at the moment, it is immunity in the final, going for those 2,000 pro points that are on offer right now. So they're in game 3 right now. That Mega and Trident teams right at the moment. Looks like Mega defeating Red Perry there 2-1, and Trident defeating the 2XO team 2-0. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Short commercial break coming your way. We'll either join in with the other match going on, or we'll wait for the grand final to happen. It's going to be immunity up against someone at that stage. Find out who in just a moment.